Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to another Seven Kingdoms online battle. Today we are back with another free-for-all outside of the awesome custom map battle, of which it is The Wall, which is really cool. I'll make sure to link it down below in the description. You guys go check it out for yourselves. Please do go over there and say that you really enjoy the map itself. But as you can tell from today's battle, we have Stannis Baratheon coming beyond The Wall, doing his righteous duty and taking out the Wildling invaders. So this should be a really fun battle. We have just a huge amount of Dragonstone cavalry and they're going to be pouring in all these cool formations we set up, and then we have a pretty massive Wildling army in the forest, all sporadic and everything, as we are, obviously encamped and not expecting some heavy knights to come northwards and deal with us, as we are not prepared for that. We've obviously just been sieging out the wall, and then all of a sudden we see Stannis arriving. It's going to be deadly. Let's start off by looking at the army comps really quickly. You can already see Stannis Baratheon right here with his Dragonstone levies. He's going to be leading the formation forward, as you can just see, looking beautiful right here with his Dragonstone knights. And then he's going to be supported by all these Dragonstone levies like here with the flaming stag on the background. And that's pretty much going to be the entirety of the formation. Again, you can see on this right side, they're going to be very, very similar. I think they might have some swords and some spear guardsman mounted units, but overall, they're going to be very, very much the same. You can see them once again like so, looking awesome with the burning stag on the shields, and then we obviously have a third army over there as well. And these guys are just going to pour into the woods and cause havoc. Then as a Wildling army, we have Tormund, who I know wasn't actually at this battle. Tormund was already captured by the Night's Watch when they tried to attack the wall from behind. However, Tormund is here. We have Mance, and I believe we have one of the other generals as well. We're also having to do this battle live because the replay crashes, so I have to do it live, which means it might not be as cinematic as possible, but I will try my best to get as good shots as possible. So we have a lot of these just warband infantry, nothing too great. They're supported by some of the cave people. The cave people were actually really deadly. We also have a few spearmen and horde melee infantry as well, 225 people. I believe we have around about 16,000, 16,500 soldiers in this engagement. And then we have our secondary Wildling army, or second and third Wildling army, just all messed up back here, kind of waiting for the engagement. So I think without further ado, let's get this battle started, and we'll just see a slaughter. I imagine the Wildlings aren't going to stand a chance, even though we outmatch Stannis in numbers. Stannis obviously has heavy cavalry, so we're just going to say go and start this battle. So what we wanted to do to start this battle was just kind of make it a bit more cinematic by almost walking our units forward a little bit, just almost as if they're not expecting this massive cavalry force to come in, even though they can technically see it. But in the TV show, they very much couldn't see it, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. So that's kind of what we wanted to achieve. So we're going to be pushing forward our army a little bit as we just see Stannis' forces move in. We're going to see a deadly engagement. Are the cavalry moving? Yeah, there we go. That's what we want to see. Just all the horses coming in from every side. This is going to be a goddamn slaughter in the forest. We also wanted to make it feel very sporadic, and that the armies are very split up, as we actually have Stannis leading the charge right now. Check Stannis out. He is the one true king. Stannis the Menace right here with his men behind him. But Stannis doesn't care. He's gonna be leading the charge against the enemy forces. Oh my god, look at the cavalry coming in. This is going to be absolutely brutal as they just pour into the city. Here we go, our first little cavalry engagement. That's going to be a slaughter. You're going to see all the cavalry then just swooping around from every flank. Yeah, here we go. More engagements. Just look at how many heavy cavalry units they have, just pouring down and slaughtering the Wildlings. There is no hope here whatsoever that the Wildlings are going to win this. We do outnumber the knights, but Westeros surely will claim this victory. And then we have all of these cavalrymen coming around the flank as well. The rest of the army is going to be making its way into the battle. However, I just don't think we stand a chance whatsoever. Especially now that the cavalry from Stannis can start making its way around the flanks. He's completely surrounding us. The sun is blaring on this sunny. It's a bit too sunny to be in the north, but unfortunately this map doesn't allow you to have it snowing. So, it's a summer's day. It's a nice summer's day over beyond the wall. Said no one absolutely ever. More knights coming into view now as they're just looking for the gaps in the lines. I guess we will take, because I didn't want to kind of take too much control in this battle. Obviously everyone playing this battle is here and playing. However, I wanted to very much make this feel, you know, more like more of a movie type cinematic feel than anything else. I also really enjoy playing these more live battles because I can get people to do some really smart stuff with their units, you know, not clump up their armies. Like when we play the AI on these battles, on these massive battles with 15,000 soldiers, you end up getting really laggy engagements just solely because the AI clumps up its units. Whereas when we play live, you can really have these more cinematically driven maps because they're just, you know, a lot less laggy. You can only see a lot of our forces are running. Where is Mance? Mance is going in. I feel like I should maybe try and run Mance back to the rest of my forces. I'm gonna tell him to save Mance. Save Mance. So Mance is going to run back, and hopefully my Wildling allies will push in and try and help me. The rest of Stannis' army is now moving around the left. Oh, I love this arrow formation. Like, look at what these guys are doing. These horses are now pushing around the left flank to come hit the reinforcement army. Is Mance getting out of there? Yeah, Mance is pushing back as best as he can. So we're going to try and retreat him. The right flank has just been overwhelmed by Dragonstone Knights. There's a few brave Horde Wildlings left, but nothing too crazy. There's like 100 of them left. The Knights, it's just so hard for the Wildlings to even deal with them. There's a reason why the Wildlings have tried to come across the wall several times. I think it's like 5 times they've tried to go across the wall and they've failed every time. No Wildling army has ever passed the wall just because of the sheer strength of Westeros. You know, their armor, their tactics, their strategy. It's just always proving too much. More of the Knights are starting to make their way round this left flank, hitting the enemy forces. As oh no, Mance is getting chased down. Save him! I'm gonna order my men to save me. Hopefully they will come and help out Mance as he tries to escape. He's trying his best, but the Knights of Dragonstone are just slaughtering him. We're gonna have to turn and fight. I think Mance will have to try and stop this. Turn round, my good sir, and deal with what remains of these Knights. Stannis is continuing just to be a huge nuisance in the battlefield, leading his men from the front like the true king should do. Okay, Mance is going to turn around now. I'm not actually sure where Mance is on the battlefield. He's in this unit somewhere. He obviously has a really cool looking custom model. And he's just going to turn around and try his best. But just look at the Knights pouring into this battle. We get a nice little overview. You can just see the chaoticness that's occurring during this battle. More Knights pushing around the left flank. And I think that's going to be it. Once the forces of Dragonstone break these flanks and start swooping around, then that'll be good. I'll say that the Wildlings, the rest of the wild forces can attack. Because at the moment they're just kind of sitting back looking... oh, I didn't spell that correctly, but whatever. We'll just say that the rest of them can push in now and attack. Because at the moment they're kind of still very much disarray, trying to move in and sit back. So we want the rest of the armies just to push in and try and defend us, because there is still some hope. At the moment, you know, orders are being given to retreat, to attack. They don't really know what's going to happen. I think that's one of the main reasons Stannis did such a good job in this battle. One, obviously, because the Wildlings just can't defeat it in mounted combat. They just get absolutely ruined. There's nothing they can really do to stop that. As we actually have Renly Baratheon's unit right here. Renly has come back from the dead to support his brother. Yeah, the Wildlings just can't deal with mounted combat at all. God, Renly's army looks so beautiful. It really did. We definitely have to see more battles with Renly's Baratheon infantry, because they look so clean. The Dragonstone coming in against the Spearmen. These are actually Fens. The Fens should be doing good, I think. You can really just see the cavalry. I really actually like taking a view from this. And you also obviously see the wall in the background as well. Very distant. It does look quite snowy in the back because it goes all the way over here. Like, this is a huge ass map. If we just go down the wall quickly, you can see this is a big old map. And obviously, if you haven't seen it already, but I assume most of you have, we fought a last stand of Westeros not so long ago, which was a lot of fun. We had the Vale, we had the Targaryens, and we had the forces of the House Stark up against, I believe it was 17,000 White Walker infantry, or I guess whites more than White Walkers. Oh no, Mance, the king beyond the wall has been slain in this battle. What a shame. But yeah, we have the Vale of the North and the forces of Daenerys Targaryen up against just a huge army of whites, and it was a really, really close battle. We fought, in the shadow of the wall right here, because we obviously couldn't go back and behind the wall. But yeah, we fought in the shadow of the wall, and it just turned out really well. So make sure to go check it out. And it didn't even really lag that much as well, considering we had 22,000 soldiers. Obviously, we're getting a bit of lag here now as well. Hopefully, no one has DC'd at all. Hopefully, we're just going to jump back in. I kind of feel like someone might have DC'd here. Okay, so it looked like one of the enemy players did actually drop from the battle, but it should be fine. The battle should be able to just carry on playing, and the AI will take control of his units, so that's absolutely fine. It was kind of unfortunate that one of the enemy players did stop playing. He obviously DC'd or something, but that's fine, as long as we can carry on playing this battle. And I think he was playing as this Wildling army, which will be absolutely fine. Yeah, our ally crashed, but that's fine. I'll just say, that's fine. We'll just carry on, because the AI could take control of his army now, which should make it even easier, I guess, for Stannis to keep on pushing. What general did we kill? Did we kill Stannis? No way did we kill Stannis. I'm not sure. Maybe we did, because it's hard to find him, because this is Davos, so we have Davos over here on the... Yeah, Davos is there, so it's not Davos. Maybe it was Renly. I hope to God it wasn't Stannis, because the one true king cannot die beyond the wall. But he almost did, actually, in that battle, when that Wildling charged him right at the end. Stannis did almost go down. Yeah, I guess we'll see if Renly's still alive, and if Renly's still alive, then we'll know it was Stannis who did die by the sword. I can't see Renly, but does not mean he's not alive still. I'm trying to look for someone without a helmet, because all the characters don't have helmets on, so it's easier to spot them. I think maybe Renly died, because I can't really pick him out right now from this unit. So maybe I'm going to assume Renly did die and Stannis is still alive. But the majority of our Wildling forces have now been just obliterated from the field of battle. Hardly any of them left. We look at the balance of power. Hopefully it will load. Come on, show me who's got the most kills. Okay, it's not going to show me quite yet, but we'll go back on in a second. Again, just watching these Wildlings fight for their lives as the heavy cavalry from Westeros tears them apart. My entire army has been slaughtered. Yeah, there's still 1,700 Wildlings left remaining, but they are dying so quickly compared to the Knights, as Stannis continues to order his cavalry just to clean up whatever remains of the Wildlings. Imagine as well if this never happened and Jon managed to barter an alliance with Mance before Stannis came in. Like, you think how many Wildlings would still be alive? Would have made the Battle of the Bastards probably a bit easier for Jon for sure. Because Stannis killed / captured a lot of Wildlings here. And then again, a lot of Wildlings also ran beyond the wall, ran back north. And that looks exactly what is happening right now. The last couple of Wildlings are trying to flee for their lives. However, the Knights are very much on their tail. We're going to see a good little engagement right here. The Wildlings try and turn their back, but Stannis is going to catch them, charge in, hit them to the ground, trample them, give them no mercy. There's a unit over here, I guess, chasing down some of the Wildlings. Yeah, you can see the Wildling forces have been absolutely annihilated. That was kind of the whole point of this video, was just to show this cool little battle. I also love the camps as well. The camp is actually really cool back here. I'm a big fan of having the camp in the background. Our advantage has been lost, has it? I think the advantage has been more than lost a long time ago. But yeah, I very much like the camps being here. It feels good, and I really hope more people make more of these Game of Thrones maps, because they're so much fun to play, especially with the season right around the corner. I'm looking forward to all the work that the Seven Kingdoms team will do in the off-season. We have to wait, what, like 2 years now? I think it's 2019 for the last season of Game of Thrones. So whilst we wait for that, I'm hoping there'll be plenty of good mods being released. That'd be absolutely awesome. And you never know, maybe one day we will get a campaign. Because I mean, a campaign, like, I honestly would not give a fuck if it was on, or obviously it has to be on Europe because the map is hard-coded. But if the map was just Europe and they designed it in a way that it still felt like awesome, maybe Iron Islands, maybe Iron Islands, or maybe Iron Islands, Britain, maybe the Starks, maybe up in Norway / Denmark, or maybe this. I guess it's kind of hard, but you could work it out, I think it'd still be awesome to actually have a campaign, even if it wasn't complete, which is one of the reasons they're not doing it, because they feel like they just couldn't do a good job on it. But honestly, I wouldn't care. Being able to recruit Stark infantry and, being able to fight the Lannisters in battle, I think that would be so much fun. It'd just be beyond fun, I think. So maybe one day we will get that, but unfortunately today is not the day. What's even left? Oh, we have 1 unit of infantry left. Who is it? Is this Tormund? Is this Tormund? This is Tormund Giantsbane. I knew it. I don't know where he is, if he's still alive or just his unit is. I think his unit is just alive still. But I'm very, very impressed that his unit is still fighting on in Tormund's spirit. And there we go. A valiant defeat has been beheld to us this day. It was unfortunate that one of our allies did crash, but that's fine. And you can just see the slaughter from the knights. Look at that, 200 kills, 400 kills. Davos got 300. If we look on our side, you can see I got absolutely slaughtered, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was just more there for numbers. Granted, by one of my hordes did get 200 kills. That's not bad. My allies doing pretty good. Tormund getting a couple archer kills as well. And then finally the Fens doing the best out of them. When we look at Stannis' side, we can see obviously Davos getting 300 kills. This guardsman mounted unit getting 400. We can see Stannis 274, considering he was leading from the front. That's very good. The rest of his infantry helping out. And then finally, we can see Renly. Renly actually got the most kills out of everyone. Good on Renly, even though he's dead. That's probably why, because he was dead. And then finally, this mounted unit just running us down with 488 kills. Very nice. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, please make sure to drop a like and a comment. Let's see if we can smash 400 likes on this video. That would be amazing. And I'll see you guys next time. And fish out.